guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be doing today's video because it is all about baby registries. A lot of you wanted to know what was on my baby registry list, but I wanted to bring more value to you guys than showing you all the socks that I picked out. I'm not kidding. Check the link in the description box below. I have my registry there. There are so many socks. So instead, I decided I wanted to give you tips and tricks to give you guys the abilities to create the perfect baby registry. Today we're going to be discussing how to get free items, the benefits of multiple registries, how to organize all of your registries, and what you really need from 0 to 6 months. Alright guys, but before we move on to the essentials and what you need to put on the list, let's talk about the registry a little bit. So I only registered the first time in store at Babies R Us. I honestly was so overwhelmed going to that store, sitting down with the person. I felt the pressure of the retail to just click everything. They give you this little gun if you've never done it before, and you literally just go around and you scan the things you need. But I just found myself scanning a ton of stuff and I didn't need it. So this time I decided to do everything online. One, it's just more convenient because trying to shop with a toddler is impossible. So shopping online, I didn't feel the pressure to add everything to my list, and I loved that stores like Target and Amazon had a registry checklist split up by category. So all you need to do if you wanted like nursery items, you click on the nursery category and it takes you to a second section, and then it breaks that up into smaller sections. So crib, beddings, decor, and things like that. So I love the ease of navigating everything and making sure my checklist was right there so I didn't miss things that I actually needed. Now, with this being my second time and doing it online, I can simply look at the categories and see, okay, we have crib and bedding and stuff. I can skip that and then just mark it as completed without even looking at that category, and it just crossed it off my list already. So if I had to choose for me personally, with just like the ease and the organization wise and things like that, I definitely prefer online registries instead of in-store ones. Reason number one is each company has a different completion discount. This is anywhere from 15 to sometimes 30% off items that are on your registry that you can purchase at a discount. So I love that these companies are giving you discounts to be able to shop, and your discount kind of kicks in anywhere from 10 to 8 weeks depending on the company before the baby arrives. So a lot of people do their baby shower around this time. So after your baby shower is the perfect time, I would say about a month out, to go back in, see what wasn't purchased, and go ahead and buy the rest with those completion discounts from these different companies. Now, if you're doing this and you have multiple registries, it makes no sense to add the same exact thing to all these different registries. So what I did is I picked one company that had the biggest discount, and I think I chose Amazon because they had a better discount, but Target's really close as well. And with Target, you can go ahead and stack coupons. So if they have an online discount, you can stack that discount and coupon that they give you for the completion discount. And if you have the Target Red card, you can stack that as well. So it's completely up to you. All right, the second reason why I love doing multiple registries, and I wish I would have done this the first time, is their baby box. A lot of these companies do welcome boxes that give you hundreds of dollars of free baby essential needs. Travel size, like shampoos, conditioners, lotions, and things like that, all the way up to full size items. And as a first time mom, I really appreciated that, because what it did is it gave me the opportunity to try a ton of different brands and items that I would have never purchased for myself. And I fell in love with these items, and they're still a staple that I use today. Alright guys, now that you have all of these registries, the worst thing that you can do is send 5 different registry links to friends and family. So I really liked Baby List because you can take your registries from other companies and put it in one place. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can go ahead and register. So say I registered at Target, then I can go over to Baby List. I would pick Add Registry, and I have 2 options. Option 1 is to export my Target one to my Baby List. So that means it just moves all my items over. Or option 2 is what I picked, is it just puts a link at the top of my registry at Baby List, and it lets friends and family know that, hey, here are some other registries that she is also registered at. Alright guys, so now that I went over tips on how to get free stuff and the benefits of multiple registries, let's move on to categories where you actually need items. Okay, so category number 1 is going to be your travel essentials. You cannot leave the hospital without these, and so they are super important and first on the list. So one thing you want to think about is your car seat. Ours is a whole travel system. We did the same thing with Aria. Eric wanted to be able to just take the car seat from the car to the stroller with ease, and if you get it as a travel system, the car seat and stroller match and they click into place with no issues. Another tip if you want to save money, if you have multiple vehicles, instead of buying multiple car seats for your newborn, I would just purchase an extra base, because when they're little, you do not take them out of the car seat to move them into the house or whatever. You keep them in the car seat and then you take the whole car seat out and you put it in the house. So if you ever need to leave, doesn't matter what car you're going in, you have the car seat, all you need is the base. All right, with your stroller, like I said, we get ours in a travel system, so this way the stroller and the car seat come together and they match. If this is not your first child, just think about what type of double stroller that you want. We did the front and back double strollers because we were thinking about space. We don't have the biggest trunk space. Also too, when you're shopping around and you have a side-by-side, those things take up so much room, and so if they have an aisle that's skinnier, you're gonna have to move stuff out of the way and it gets kind of frustrating. So that was another reason why the front and back ones worked so much better for us. All right, and some people might see this as a nice thing to have but not an essential. I view it as an essential for a few reasons. If you are traveling in the car and the sun is in your child's face, we got one of those like side visor things. They don't work very well, and I wish I would have had a car seat cover, so this way when I was sitting in the back with Aria and Eric was driving, I could just put the car seat cover on her, I can still view her, and the sun was not getting in her eyes. Also too, having that car seat cover when you're traveling keeps people from touching your newborn baby. I don't know why people think it's okay, but they see a baby and they touch it. Strangers do this all the time and it's not okay. So to avoid people touching your newborn and spreading germs, the car seat cover is key. All right, and the last thing on my travel essential category list is going to be a baby carrier or a baby wrap. I did the Infantino baby carrier and it worked just fine. That thing saved my life a couple of times when I actually forgot my breastfeeding cover. I just slipped Aria inside, adjusted her, and it came up high enough where no one knew what I was doing. This thing was also a lifesaver when it came to being at home and I needed to do something and Aria was fussy, but this got my cleaning done, it got my cooking done. I just wore her and she fell asleep and I had no problems with it. All right guys, next category, let's talk sleep. What your baby actually needs to sleep at night. I am a co-sleeping mama. I never thought I was going to be a co-sleeping mama. I pictured myself putting my child to bed in her crib, shutting off the lights and getting a full night's rest. I wasn't a mom when I pictured all this, and now that I'm a mom, I see how like fantasy that was. But with that being said, cribs, I think you can hold off on if you actually wanted to. They recommend putting your baby somewhere in your room, even if you're not a bed sharer, to reduce SIDS. Something parents have said is putting your baby in your room in like a bassinet or a sidecar helps when it comes to the middle of the night wakes, because you do not want to drowsily wake up, walk all the way down the hallway, get your baby, and then walk all the way back to your room and do that all night long. So I would definitely say a pack and play or a bassinet would be key for the first couple of weeks to a couple of months. Now that we've talked about cribs and stuff, let's talk about all that cute bedding that goes into crib. You don't need it. It's nice to have that Pinterest-worthy nursery and Instagram-perfect pictures and things like that, but the reality of it is your baby cannot sleep in there with pillows, with blankets, with stuffed animals. They literally just sleep on a mattress in warm clothes with a like fitted sheet. That's it. So if you are really trying to save money, you do not need to go all out with those baby nursery bedding sets. If you are a second-time parent, think about getting a new bed for your toddler and giving the old bed to your newborn if you had a convertible crib, because they're so much cheaper. Aria's crib was $400 versus her toddler bed being just over $100. So we are definitely giving her old crib to the baby, and she has a brand new bed and way more budget friendly. All right guys, and last thing on my sleep essentials list is going to be baby monitors. I don't know how people live without baby monitors, so we just have a Hello Baby. It works just fine. The only bad thing is if we actually left the house, we wouldn't be able to view it through our phones, and that's one thing that I really wish I had. Okay guys, now we're down to feeding your child. So it's totally up to you on how you want to feed your child. child, I chose to breastfeed just because it's financially better for us. I know a lot of mamas who can't breastfeed, unfortunately, so they have to do formula. So I totally get it. It is your child again, and you can do whatever you want that fits you and your family best. So with that being said, I know nothing about formula. So if you are a formula mama, definitely let me know in the comments below what your favorite formula is. So if anyone else decides that they want to go that route, they have a list of things to look for, and any advice that you can give a formula feeding mama, definitely do that for me as well, because I cannot give any advice there. All right, so I am a breastfeeding mama and I can give you advice here. So one thing you want to do is you can put a breast pump on your registry list, but talk with your insurance, because a lot of insurance companies will work with different breast pump manufacturers and you can actually get a free one. I was able to get a free Medela pump. It wasn't the travel one that I wanted. It has to be plugged into a wall, which was kind of a headache when you're a full-time working mom. But now that I'm a stay-at-home mom, I don't have any issues with it because I know I won't have to pump as often. But it was great because that saved me over $300 alone. So I was not complaining about the type of free breast pump that I got. All right, with that breast pump, since I did get the Medela, I just kind of stuck with that brand. So when it came to bottles and things like that, so I had no issues with Medela bottles. All right, if you are a breastfeeding mama, you want to get breastfeeding covers. It is your right to breastfeed in public, but I know even for me, knowing that no one could tell me to cover up, I just still wanted to cover up. It's my own opinion, and so I felt more comfortable that way. All right, and then if you are deciding to pump or you need to pump because you're working, definitely invest in a hands-free pumping bra. All right, you're also going to want to get nursing bras and tanks. These are great when you're out in public or even at home, so you can simply just unlatch. And honestly, nursing bras are the most comfortable bras in the world. I think I'm still wearing one right now and I'm not even nursing. And then you're going to want to get a ton of burp cloths. Aria honestly would spit up so much after feeding. We moved to just getting like hand towels that were specific for her because the burp cloths were not like soaking up enough. So if that is one thing on the list I can say get a ton of, it's definitely burp cloths. All right guys, next category is going to be clothing. This is just going to be a real quick run through on clothing. You are going to want to purchase a ton of cute outfits. I know for Aria, every time I walked by a cute little outfit, I would buy it, but they grow out of them so fast. So my only thing to you would be, if you have a cute outfit, make sure it's for something, like you're going somewhere, you're taking pictures or things like that, because if you buy a whole bunch in bulk, you may not be able to wear them all. One things that you do want to buy lots of are socks. When it comes to sleepwear, we liked the zipper onesies better than the button ones. It's just easier when your child's wiggling around or in the middle of the night. You can easily zip up and you don't have to worry about buttoning up every single one. And then depending on your weather, you're gonna want to get like a sweater or something warm, so if you do have to take the baby outside, they have a little coat to go over. The rule of thumb is to dress your child in one more layer than what you're dressed in. All right, and then I know this is kind of clothes, but it's not really clothes, but you want to think about your diapering. So I, for a quick second, thought I was going to cloth diaper, and I was quickly over that. People were telling me who had cloth diapered and were super into it. Looking back on it, it just takes up so much time. One thing for us, if it came to the baby shower, that saved us for almost a year was doing the diaper raffle. Basically, you ask your guests to bring diapers to the party, and then if they do that, they get inserted into a little raffle and then they win a prize. And we got so many diapers that way. I forgot who even told me about doing the diaper raffle. I'm so glad I did it though. All right guys, but those are all of my tips and tricks, and I hope that helped you. Let me know in the comments below if you have any essentials that I missed that you want to put on your own list. If you want extra inspiration, I will go ahead and link my baby registry down below so you can see all the different prints and patterns that we're picking. I will also go ahead and link items that aren't on my list that I already purchased or that we are just using from Aria that we already had. All right guys, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to follow the last 10 weeks of my pregnancy, don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and that bell so you never miss a video. As always guys, I love you and I will see you in my next video.